This is Cam, and this streamer got too drunk and ruined his career. Let's look at it.
Okay, so recently Ludwig held an event where he had a bunch of creators and they all played some Mario Kart. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Mario Kart is, it's essentially Mario Kart, but you have to finish a beer during the race. It's like a fun little drinking game. I personally don't drink, but I'm not gonna lie, it does sound kind of lit, I will say. Now, during that event, there was a huge incident where one of the creators named Mango, who is a Smash Bros. Melee pro, and not only just a pro, a lot of people see this man Mango as the GOAT of Smash Melee. And unfortunately, he got too turned and started humping a bunch of women there.
We're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But man,
I don't know if y'all seen this, but this nigga was weird. This nigga was weird. Yeah, he went by like shirtless, went behind and like humped her back, bro.
Mango on the other hand, he's humping toes. Nah.
End the stream. End it.
End the stream.
And then he starts air humping, like, bro.
Mango says.
End the stream.
Now, this whole clip is crazy, if we're being completely real. Number one, this man is talking about end the stream while he's over there humping on them. That is pretty odd. Why do you want that stream to end, brother? You know what I'm saying? Number two, the fact that this man just walks up to them and starts humping them is pretty crazy as well. I don't want to laugh, because this is a very disgusting and
very
weird
serious
moment, but at the same time, it's just so odd, because why is this man humping?
Bro, see, here's my thing, bro. Here's that's my main thing. It's like, you're like, bro, you can never excuse anybody's actions like this when they're drunk, okay? Bro, I can be shit-faced drunk, okay? I might be like a little sloppy, but I never turn into a different person. Like, there's a time I've been blacked out drunk before. I don't remember shit that happened. What did niggas tell me? I was just clumsy, bro. I couldn't stand up straight, bro. That's it. I've never gotten fucking just like, I've never been weird. I've never been rude. Like, you know unless you're blacked out drunk, which I can fucking tell you he's not. Not off of a couple of beers, you're not blacked out drunk. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing. Because if you're blacked out drunk, you wouldn't even be able to stand up like that. If you're blacked out drunk, you wouldn't be able to stand up like that. You wouldn't be able to talk. You're literally blacked out, bro. If you're able to do this, you're cognitive. You know what you're doing. You're just trying to use the alcohol as an excuse. Unless you got low tolerance. Nah, fuck that. Bro, even with low tolerance, you still know what you're doing.
Toad? Like, why does he have the toad little mushroom and he's humping it? But as you can see, they're legit disgusted. Right off the bat, you can see her face. She's like, heck no. And then he gets on the table and keeps on humping the toad. But unfortunately, those were not his only victims. Another one was the streamer Senna.
Give me a full shot? That's fine.
Is it like good, like we have something, or no?
No, it's good. It's good.
What the fuck is I didn't even see this clip. I only saw the last one. This nigga is so weird.
Okay. Mango.
That is crazy. The fact that he starts in the back, sees the camera, walks up, then goes up to her shoulder and starts humping the toad near her shoulder. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
and what
hell
makes
no.
it the craziest is that this is all happening live in 4K, Ultra HD. All the cameras are on, and all the women who are getting humped are like, ew. Like, what is this man doing? I feel like I don't really have to say much about these clips. I think we all can agree that this is some grade A sexual harassment, and it's pretty disgusting. And the fact that he's doing it live, like, we can only wonder what this man would do if the cameras were turned off. And what makes it even worse about this whole situation is that Mango has a son. I have no kids or nothing. I feel like I'm a little too young for that now. I'm only 22. But if I was an adult, this is not the kind of image I'd...
Well, you are an adult. You're technically an adult, Cam. But like, you mean an adultier adult. Yeah, I get that.
Want to have online. For my son to see me go on a humping spree because I was too drunk, like, I don't know, I just find that insane. And after the whole situation, it seems like Mango actually put out a few tweets basically saying how he is very sorry for his actions. Here's one of the tweets. Hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumb. Don't feel like using drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment, I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. Then you got a comment right here saying, you're not a teenager, dude. You clearly can't handle your alcohol, so either figure out a way to stop drinking or don't go to these events if this is how you're gonna be, which I completely agree with. Here's another one of his tweets. I feel very stupid and embarrassed. Think like 99% of my problems always stem from drinking, so I'm gonna reevaluate my relationship with alcohol. I'm not downplaying anything. I know I'm dumb and know better. I will accept any consequences that come my way. And for some reason, somebody in the comment section said, that's my goat. We are in the same boat. Gentlemen drink.
Yeah, watch out for that, nigga. You're in the same boat. What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean you're in the same? What the fuck do you mean? Same boat. Oh, alright. Yo, keep these, bro. These are niggas you gotta keep out your spaces, bro. No cap.
Drinker Mango coming. That is insane to call a man your goat right after he's live in 4K sexually harassing a woman. 3 women. Triple kill. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Then here's another tweet that he put out. Couldn't sleep. Feel like I let so many people down. Talked to a few friends and just realized I have a problem. Everyone has coddled me for so long and kind of looked the other way when it came to my drinking. Don't want anyone to feel bad for me / defend me. Sorry to everyone I've let down or hurt. I know it just looks like I'm trying to save face, but I genuinely feel so awful about it. All I've done is reflect on my life and realize I'm a broken human. I will try and redeem myself over time, as I always do. Gonna stop drinking immediately and get it together. Sorry that I'm a fuck up, but I will and can be better. And from this whole situation, you may be wondering, what were some of the consequences of his actions?
I think
well,
OTK
one of them
dropped
was
him, right?
he got dropped from the org that he's in, Cloud9.
Oh, no, Cloud9. I don't know why I thought that nigga was in OTK. Yeah, I saw he got dropped from his org. I think Ludwig isn't, I don't know if they're still friends, but I think Ludwig stopped being friends with him or some shit like that.
He put out this statement right here today. We are aware of the recent incident involving Joseph Mango Marquez and fully acknowledge the concerns raised by our community and partners. Following an internal evaluation, we have made the decision to release Mango from Cloud9. Regardless of tenure or accomplishments, the behavior demonstrated is entirely unacceptable and directly conflicts with our organization's core values. We maintain a zero-tolerance stance regarding harassment or any other form of inappropriate conduct. Our primary focus remains fostering a respectful, inclusive, and safe environment for everyone associated with Cloud9. We will continue to collaborate closely with our talent, partners, and community to uphold and reinforce those standards. We wish Mango the best in his future endeavors. And Mango commented below saying, I'm sorry, C9. You guys were always amazing to me, and I'm so sorry it has to end this way. Appreciate everyone at the org. C9 will always have a special place in my heart. And I feel like this was the right move for C9.
Yeah, it is the right move. It's unfortunate, and niggas be like, oh, companies are so quick to drop these people. Bro, do you not understand that these are companies that have advertisers? And then once you, like, you go to look up a company, and the first thing that pops up is one of their fucking people are seen online trying to hump women without their fucking consent. That's going to be a problem for advertising. They have to get rid of that nigga. Friend or not, you can't excuse that. Especially, the company has to make money. I'm sorry. Like, you know, company has to be fed money, bruh. And in order to survive. Bro, my company's not going to take a hit because you can't stop drinking, bruh. No cap.
To make. This is one of the people representing your brand. If that person is in 4K sexually harassing women and you as the org let that slide, it gives other people the green light to do something like this. So I think this was the right move for C9. Even though Mango has been in C9 for about 10 plus years, I still think it's the right move. One person could ruin future opportunities for your org, so I think this is completely valid. Ludwig also put out a statement because it was his event and Mango is a friend of Ludwig, and this is what he had to say.
So I feel really bad about that. And, you know, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogul Moves events. Because, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, like, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing as somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't speak or the melee community. I'm not like championing any other action. I'm
Looks like the clip cuts off right there. Unfortunately, I wish he was able to finish his sentence, but we get the gist. I think I agree with this as well. I feel like for Ludwig, it's kind of the same as like what the orgs had to do. This was the right precaution to take. If you invite a friend into a space.
Wait, so I'm not understanding why people are mad at Ludwig. He was aware of his drinking problem and invited him there. Has a nigga expressed that he has a drinking problem to him? Has he expressed, yo, Ludwig, I have a drinking problem, I shouldn't go? If you express that to somebody and they still invite you, he has in the past, yes. Okay, so then I can see why niggas is mad, but I wouldn't put that much blame on Ludwig. Because also, if you know you have a drinking problem, if somebody is inviting you, that's fucked up. But also, why are you going? Like, why would you go if you know you have a drinking problem? He made him do a breathalyzer where he had a room cheer. He blew a 3.9. Ray called him out on stream for encouraging him. But it's a drinking event. Here's my thing, right? If you're, say there's no breathalyzer, but you're at a party and you see a nigga do a keg stand and he gets, are niggas not cheering at keg stands and shit like that? It's like the same shit. I feel like Ludwig definitely, like, you shouldn't have invited him, but overly hating Ludwig for that is kind of crazy to me. Because at the end of the day, that's still a grown-ass man who knew he had a drinking problem and chose to go. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have invited the nigga if you knew he had a drinking problem, yes. But also, you shouldn't go. Why are we holding Ludwig at more fault than the nigga that actually did the shit? Yo, y'all can't expect people to hold you more accountable than you hold yourself. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have invited the nigga, but you shouldn't go. If you can't respect yourself, how do you want motherfuckers to respect you? If you can't hold yourself accountable, how do you want motherfuckers to hold you accountable? Do you see what I mean? We can't hold somebody more accountable for somebody else's actions than that person hold themselves accountable, bro. I'm sorry. It's literally, you gotta want better for yourself before anybody else wants better for you. Literally.
And your friend is harassing your other friends and business associates, I think it's the right move to just take that friend out of the equation and just take him out of the events as a whole. Because like he said, it's not like he's saying he's not going to be friends with him anymore. The nigga just said he can't come to the events no more. That's literally what y'all wanted. That's what niggas wanted, is for him to not be invited to the events. Oh, why'd you invite him? All right, well, now he's not invited. Now y'all niggas are still mad? That shit don't make sense. At the end of the day, this is a privilege. You never know who is watching you. A brand could have saw that clip and they may not have wanted to mess with Ludwig anymore because his friend is going around humping other people at his event non-consensually. Even though it's not Ludwig directly, it's an associate of Ludwig, and brands will take that into account. And also, it'd be pretty weird if Ludwig had that same event in the future, he invites similar people, and he goes around humping again. Then it's just like, this could have been all avoided if he would have just took him out of the equation in the first place. So yeah, like I said, I think this was a great move from Ludwig. Mango has also put out a final statement saying, C9 dropping me, probably getting banned from tourneys. Fucking man, no one to blame but myself, but man.
No one to blame but myself. At the end of the day, that's what it is, bro. And no one to blame but myself. He's taking more accountability for the situation than people actually want him to. He said, nobody to blame but myself. That's a motherfucker that knows the situation they put themselves in to fuck their shit up. He's taking accountability. So y'all trying to force, yeah, Ludwig, you shouldn't have invited the nigga, bro. If you knew he had a drinking problem, yes. But beyond that, bro, I'm not gonna make the nigga have I'm not gonna invite him out. He actually comes and then I'm gonna make him have a bad time too, bro. Like, he knows what he did. He put himself in, what situation he put himself in, bro. Let the nigga take accountability for his actions.
And never thought I could hit this low. Probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm sorry, everyone. Wish I was better. I had it all and tossed it in the trash can. And I will say, at least he's taking accountability for it. At least he's not over here just straight up blaming the alcohol or any other thing on the outside. At least he's just taking full accountability, which I will say, that is great. But yeah, what can we take from this? Make wise decisions and do not let the lick take over, or any substance. Do not let any substance take over. Now, like I said earlier, Mango is a Smash pro, and for y'all that don't know, in the Smash community, there are a bunch of weirdos, you know, as y'all could probably already notice. But I was scrolling through Twitter and I actually saw this tweet where it was this person who took a snapshot of a few people from the Smash community, and it was their response to the situation. And this is what a lot of them had to say. As you can see in the tweet, it says, Mango sexually harasses multiple women on stream, makes everyone extremely uncomfortable. See Cloud9, we've decided to part ways with Mango due to this. Ludwig, I'm not inviting him to events anymore. Mango, I fucked up and I will accept the consequences, and smash Twitter. This is what they had to say. I think you could have gone a little easier, and this is them replying to Cloud9.
Oh, wow.
This is an overreaction. Boo, nothing happened. Nothing happened is crazy when
Those are niggas you gotta watch your drink around, bro. No cap. Put a lid on that motherfucker. No open cups, straight bottles with tops, bro. No cap.
is quite literally in 4K, 8K, Ultra Max HD. In my opinion, for one, this isn't helping the cancel culture ideology.
Nigga, who gives a fuck about cancel culture when this nigga was out here willingly okay, whatever.
And two, y'all shouldn't have kicked him over something like this. They shouldn't have kicked him over something like sexual harassment. Brother, what? Far worse things can happen. It's not like he was naked, grabbing people, etc. But hey, not my decision. Wishing both sides the best through this. So because he wasn't naked humping them, the fact that he was drunk humping them, and he wasn't naked makes it okay. But if he was naked, it'd be completely different. Are we serious, my boy? Actually, why am I even saying my boy? You are not my boy. Hold on. Let me take that back. Are we serious, boy? That sounds kind of crazy. But you guys bent the knee to Ludwig over something that was a slap on the wrist at best? Yikes. No, I don't think they could have just slapped something like this on the wrist. Because if they did, then he would have continued to do weirder things while drunk. Someone's got to stop him. And if that's...
Bro, see, here's the thing. Like, if you don't stop shit like that, then it becomes something worse. Legit shit. Somebody who gets away with something like that will do something worse probably the next time they're drunk. And it goes from humping the air to then trying to forcefully kiss somebody while you're drunk. Like, it will get worse. It always gets worse. It always gets worse. You got to stop them before it gets to that point, bro. It's, oh, I was wilding last night, but nobody told me to stop. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? And then it's next time. Oh, yeah, I did this last time when I was drunk and nobody said nothing. And then what they do some more shit.
Ludwig, C9, and all these other people, then I think that's completely fine. But yeah, Smash Twitter, a ton of weirdos, a lot of weirdos within that community. Only the Smash community would respond like this to sexual harassment. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Instagram Cameron WAK, Twitter Cameron WAK.
I saw Cam was tweeting. I mean, not tweeting, streaming the other day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy. But yeah, shout out Cam. W video, bro.